And the school we're heading to right now. Mandatory. Yes. Alright. We got it. We head for the school without stopping elsewhere. Since it's still 7 o'clock, there aren't many others on the road. You don't say! Look! There's no one else on the road, Shirou, actually. Other than us, all you can see are a few others heading to their morning practices. Nope. Nope! Can't say I agree with you. Well, see ya. Have fun at your club. I part with Sakura at the school gate like usual. Sakura is in the archery club, so we have to part here in the mornings. But today, Sakura doesn't go. Sakura, are you not feeling well?
No, that's not it, but, would you like to come to the dojo?
No. No, I have no business there. Anyways, no! Issei asked for me, so I have to go to the student council room today.
I see. Sorry for troubling you then.
Sakura bows. I'm clueless.
I'll be going now. Please look forward to dinner tonight.
Oh, I am. Sakura runs off like she's ashamed of something. What do you mean, You don't understand? I wonder what that was all about. Shirou, don't be dumb. Issei, you there? Okay, fine. I'll give Issei a generic voice. I am. You're a bit lit today. Lit. Emiya. He must have been studying as Issei looks up from the paper he's reading. Just you, Issei? Where are the others? Shouldn't they be here now as well? No. Unfortunately, our members are very businesslike. They have their set work hours, and they don't want to come in early or stay late. That's why the student council president is doing the routine duties himself, huh? I guess his place has its own problems. No, it's the kind of trouble I like. You don't need to pity me. Huh? No, I wasn't pitying you or anything. I'm not happy about that either, but I'll pretend I didn't hear it. It still means that you care. Issei, who's organizing the papers he was reading, is the big boss of this student council room. He's the guy trying his best to reform this lax student council, and he's been a friend of mine since first year. His full name is Ryudo Issei, or Issei Ryudo. Despite his old-fashioned name, he has elegant features and he's really popular with the girls. Who cares? And he's also the student council president, so you'd think he'd take to it like a duck to water, but... hot tea is certainly a good way to start the morning. He's just sipping tea like this, so he's not that firm. As you can see, Issei has a plain personality. It's easily misunderstood, but he doesn't involve himself in love affairs nor engage in normal student recreations. It's because he's the successor of the Ryudo Temple up in the mountains. He's fine with that idea, so there's a good chance he'll shave his head when he graduates. So, what am I doing today? Well, I'd like to let you sit down and take a rest first, but I guess we don't have time. I'll explain as we go, so bring your usual tools and follow me. Handyman time! Frankly, our school's budget is completely unbalanced. I know, the athletic clubs are favored, so the other clubs don't get much, right? Right. As a result, members of the other clubs are in trouble. I'm working hard to make the budget go to them, but I'm having trouble because it's not clear where the money's going. In particular, there's no solution for the shortages of heaters during the winter. I see. Oh, can you hand me the torque screwdriver? The biggest one. And the conductive wire too. Yeah, I should be able to fix this. He's handy, he can clean, he can cook. Men, this is it. Conductive wire? Is this it? Sorry, I don't know exactly. Tell me if I'm wrong. You're right. So what was that about the shortage of heaters? Are there other broken ones? Yes, in the second AV room in the art club. The petitions requesting new stoves are multiplying. But there's not enough budget to meet the demand, huh? As I thought, it's just getting old. Good thing it's not broken on the inside. You think it can be fixed, Emiya? Yep. In cases like this, old things are nice because they're easy to understand. It's just a shortened connection, so it should last a whole year if we replace that. I see. Good job, Emiya. I'm always so pleased when you're reliable. What a sentence. You're wording it weirdly, Issei. Just a little bit. Oh, I'll be finished soon, so could you wait outside for a bit? Alright, I'll be out of your way. Issei leaves the room quietly. It seems he assumes that I'm going to do something delicate. Well, it is delicate, but... I place my hand on the old electric heater. Usually, even if you're used to fixing things, you can't figure out what's wrong with it just by looking at it. So the fact that I figured it out means what I'm doing is not ordinary. I block off my vision and look inside the heater with my sense of touch. In that moment, an image appears in my head. Ooh, X-ray! There are 2 places where the wire's about to break. The pipe should last a bit longer. Insulation tape should be enough for the power cord. This is actually a very useful skill. I like it. Good. I can fix this with the tools I have with me. If the pipe were broken, it couldn't be fixed by an amateur. If that had been the case, I would have had to strengthen it in a very unamateurish way, but in this case, just looking at it will suffice. That is the magic Shirou Emiya learned from Kiritsugu. Alright, let's begin. I take the cover off and start to work. I already know where it's broken, so the rest is easy. Ugh, this is the only thing I'm any good at. That's right, Shirou Emiya has no talent for magic. Though it doesn't make up for it, I think I'm quite skilled at visualizing structures like I did just now. I mean, not useful in a battle, but otherwise. In fact, when I first figured out a structure and reproduced it, my father looked surprised and said, "What a useless ability." He said that? That's hard to believe. I guess my strong point isn't a useful ability. According to my father, it's already a waste of effort to perceive the structure with my eyes. For a real magus, there's no need to understand every corner of a structure like I just did. They say that the battle of the magus comes in reading the center, the core of things instantaneously, and changing it faster than anything else. That's why reading the structure is a wasted effort, as even if you do understand the structure, all you can do is determine where magical energy could be more easily transmitted. So all in all, it turns out that my strong point is just in fixing things like this. I don't have to open them up to look for damage. If I can quickly search for broken parts and have the skills to repair them, most things can be fixed. Though, that's only the case for simple things that can be fixed with amateur knowledge. Done! On to the next one! I pack away the conducting wire that I used and go out into the hallway with screwdriver and wrench in hand. Issei, the repairs are done. Oh, we're gonna see Rin here. But in the hallway is someone else apart from Issei, a girl. Look how cute she is. That red overcoat is doing her wonders right now. I'll tell you that, she knows fashion. The pigtails, it's just so cute, she stands out big time. I'm a bit surprised. The person talking to Issei is Rin Tosaka from Class 2A. She's a lady who lives in a big mansion on top of the hill. Perfect honor student. Good looking, smart, athletic, and faultless, except when she comes to school late, when she messes up her summoning, when she says contradictory statements every 5 seconds, when she says, "anyways." Other than that, yeah. She's intelligent, well-mannered, and modest about her looks. People say she's the ideal woman. Maybe ideal in terms of looks and demeanor, but we need to know more. So it hardly needs to be said that the guys at my school treat her like an idol. Which they shouldn't, and no guy shouldn't, for any girl. Though in Tosaka's case, she's so perfect that she's considered unreachable. It's commonly believed that only teachers and guys like Issei can even talk to her. Well, to be honest, I'm a guy too. Really? Thank you for being honest. so I'm one of Rin Tosaka's admirers. You're losing 50 points for idolatry, buddy. Tosaka looks at us as if she's in a bad mood. It seems to be true that she and Issei don't get along. Sorry, Emiya. I'm the one who asked for help, but it seems like you're doing all the work. Forgive me. Wow. Issei's an amazing man, talking like that and ignoring Tosaka. Don't worry about it. So, where next? There's not much time left. Yeah, the AV room is next. It seems it's been working badly for a while, but now it finally died. It can't be fixed if it's dead. It would be quicker to just buy a new one. True, but it'd help if you could take a look at it. It might be dead to my eyes, but only faking it to yours. I see. Well, let's take a look. There's only about 30 minutes left until homeroom. I'll have to hurry if I'm going to fix it. I'm conflicted. First off, I want to hug her. Look how cute she is. Doesn't she look so huggable? Second, I feel bad for Sakura. They have great chemistry, Shirou and Sakura, but I have a feeling these two might have it as well. I start for the AV room with Issei, but it's impolite to ignore her completely when we've met like this. I turn back to Tosaka, who's standing in a daze. You're up early, Tosaka. Look at that face! They didn't let me freeze it! I make an honest comment, then follow Issei. That was so cute, dude! They didn't let me freeze it! We barely made it. Thank you, Emiya. I caused you trouble again. I would be a failure as a friend if I made you late doing things for me. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal for me to be late. Though I guess it would be for you to be. Indeed. Well, I'm glad we made it. Issei heads to his seat, relieved. It's exactly 8 o'clock. And nobody made it on time except for you two. Nobody. The first homeroom bell has rung, so Fujine should be here in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Well, then that means, you don't even have to be here at 8 on the dot. You could be here at 8:05. Phew. I'm a bit out of breath since we ran here from the AV room. Taking a deep breath, I head to my seat. You are so noisy in the mornings, Emiya. I was wondering what you've been doing since quitting the club, but all you've been doing is helping out Ryudo. It's not my concern, but don't do anything to bring the club into disrepute, okay? You're pretty uncommitted, after all. Why are you acting like this? What's wrong with you? Are you saying Shirou quit the archery club? Who cares? I think I've put it together. And I think... not to go on a diatribe. He knows Rin likes Shirou. And he hates it. I think that's it. I can smell it. I can smell the jealousy. He's only had this energy with Shirou, not with Rin. I don't think he acts like this with just any guy, you know what I mean? He definitely likes Rin and he hates that Rin likes us. Shinji Mato, a friend of mine from middle school, is standing in front of my seat. A friend. Doubt. As you could tell from his last name, he's Sakura's brother who's 1 year older than her. Yo, is the archery club doing well, Shinji? Of course, there's no point in telling an outsider, but it's been peaceful since a certain attention hog left. We'll do well in the next competition. You're joking, right? First off, what are these sounds in the background? Shut up. Second off, no. I see, Mitsuzuri must be working hard. Huh? You're talking rubbish. The archery club is doing well because of me. You're just an outsider, Emiya, so you'll just embarrass yourself if you talk like you know about it. Shirou, I've been respecting you so far, but if you consider this guy your friend, I'm just gonna say it, you're on drugs. I see. I'll be careful, but I won't have any concerns with the archery club since I don't have any business there. I put my bag on the desk and pull out the chair. What's that about? You're saying you're not interested in my archery club? Nope. Not really. That's why we quit. I said business, not interest. It'd be weird to go there when I'm an outsider, right? Good, throw it right back at him. He just called us that. But tell me if something comes up. I'll help if there's anything I can help with. You weren't good at fixing the bows and bowstrings, right? Oh, thanks. I'll call you if there's any work to be done. Though I don't think that'll happen. Wow, Shirou diffused that situation beautifully. Yeah, that's good. You're not Captain Material if you leave work that needs to be done. Don't give Fujimura-sensei too much trouble. She's scary when you piss her off. Huh? Mind your own business. You're an outsider, so keep away from the dojo. Gladly. Will do. Shinji returns to his seat in his usual manner. He seemed even more irritated than usual today. Okay, well, do you know what? Maybe we can give Shinji a pass then, if that's true. What a guy. How can he talk like that when he's the one who drove you out? Oh. Thank you for telling the truth, my actual friend, Issei. Oh, you were here, Issei? What do you mean? You're so cold saying that to a friend who was listening in out of concern. Why would you do that? I'm not doing anything that should make you worry about me. Idiot. Of course I'll worry about you. You're the sort to lose your temper easily. Some would cheer if you beat Shinji up, but all the girls would condemn you. It's not good to let a friend get into a situation like that. Okay, well, problem number one is that a single girl likes that blue moss head. And second, I honestly think Shirou handled that so well. He's not the type to lose his temper, not there. I see. You're right now that you mention it. Thanks, Issei. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I'm grateful for your concern. Yes, well, as long as you understand, but it's strange. You lose your temper easily, but you're tolerant of Mato. Oh. Yeah, that's just his style. You get used to it if you hang around him for a long time. I see. Yeah, if you understand, go back to your seat. Fujimura-sensei will fly in here any second now. It's more like her to come floating in than flying in. The homeroom bell rings. A homeroom teacher usually would come 5 minutes early, but our homeroom teacher isn't like that. For Class 2C, homeroom starts 1 minute after the bell rings, right when we hear... I'm late! And Fujine runs into the classroom. Alright, I made it! Good morning, everyone! Oh! Wham. Fujine falls over with a terrible sound. Uh-oh, negative vision. You have that power too? The classroom is filled with silence, in contrast to the clamor from a second ago. A sudden change of atmosphere. Just as you expect from Fujine, her nickname of Human Jet Coaster isn't just for show. But that really was a bad hit. Yeah, it sounded like a car crash. Fujine is still on the ground, having hit her head on the platform. Does anyone want to check on her? You can't see her expression with her head facing the ground, so it gives you a bad mental image. Hey, front row, wake her up.
What? I don't want to. I'm scared she'll bite me if I go near her.
Bite you? What? She's not a mimic or anything. She won't go that far.
Hey, if you're saying that, why don't you do it?
I'll pass. I'm not used to this.
Me neither. And why would you make a girl do it? A guy should do it.
The front row is getting noisy. As we're in the middle rows, we can't tell what sort of state Fujine is in. We can't tell, so we all stand up to look. Hey, she's not moving. Has she passed out? Someone asks. If so, the problem would be how to get her to the nurse's office. Everyone here is a warrior who has been with Fujine for the past year. They probably want to get out of the habit of taking their teacher to the nurse's office. Fujimura-sensei, are you alright? A brave female student calls out to her. Well, that was not a female. Fujine doesn't even twitch. A sense of worry runs through the room. That was a bad fall. She hit her head right on the platform. She'd have to be invincible to come out of it without a scratch.
Huh? How about getting it for a baseball club?
Don't even joke about that! Today she's in charge of us, we can get into the regionals! Fujimura sensei, it's no good. There's no response.
Hey, why don't you wake her up since you were fond of her?
What? No way! If she's really dead, I'll be killed!
What?
But things could get bad later if we leave her like that. But no one wants to get near her.
Does the camp of help? I will have to do that.
Yeah, that. All our hearts become one. What is happening? Seriously. Well, not Shinji and I, because we're too scared. 1, 2. Wake up, Tiger! Even though everyone said it at the same time, it's only as loud as a whisper. Why I messed that up? The tiger part is especially quiet. Tiger. But still. A twitch. The silent Fujine reacts. Whoa, she moved? It's working, everyone!
Alright, continue the punishment!
Everyone must be stressed from the impending exams. Even though they shouldn't, they repeat Fujine's nickname while waving their arms. Wake up, Tiger! It's morning! Sensei, you're a tiger if you don't wake up!
Don't give up, Tiger! Stand up, Tiger!
Yeah, wake up, Sensei! Then you'll be a true tiger!
Tiger! Tiger!
Oh! Yeah! Don't call me Tiger! Whoa, wow! Okay. Noble phantasm much, a roar of lightning. She stands bravely as if the fall had done nothing at all.
Huh? What are you all doing? You can't stand up in the middle of homeroom. Come on, sit down and I'll get started.
Does she have a concussion? She might. Fujine stands before everyone in her usual manner. It seems all memories from the moment she entered the classroom have fled her head. Hey, it seems Tiger doesn't remember what happened.
Lucky. We're really fortunate this morning.
Well, I don't know if we can call it lucky.
Everyone returns to their seats, chatting.
Huh? Did someone just make fun of me?
No, maybe you imagined it.
Alright, good. Then I'll start homeroom, so listen up.
Fujine starts homeroom slowly. She chats in between the announcements, so we don't get through it very fast.
So everyone, please note the curfew. It's at 6 o'clock, so people with club activities shouldn't stay here too late either.
What? 6 o'clock is too early, Tiger-sensei! Get that plan could be exempted!
Nope. And Goto-kun, please address me as your teacher as Fujimura-sensei. I'll get mad if you call me that again.
Alright, I'll be careful.
Goto-kun sits down again, not showing any signs of listening to her. How stupid of him. Yep, typical jockhead. Fujine gets mad when she says she will. It makes no difference that he's a student and she's a teacher. She's gonna smack him in the head! He doesn't realize that she just gave him a final warning.
Well, that's it for today's homeroom. Let's meet again in English class in 3rd period, everyone.
Fujine leaves, waving her hand. She's the teacher responsible for Class 2C, Fujimura Taiga. Her nickname is Tiger. Well, I see why now. But why doesn't she like it? You might doubt it, but it really is her nickname. I don't doubt it. People like calling her so since she has a name like Taiga, but Fujine herself hates the nickname. According to her, it's unfeminine. What? But she's that kind of person, so I think it's her own fault she has an unfeminine nickname. There are female tigers, you know. It just means being fierce. Also, she's not unfeminine, she's just dumb. Oh no. We're starting class. Day monitor the bows. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The teacher for the first period enters as Fujine exits. It's like this every morning, as Fujine continues homeroom until the very last minute. What an insane shift of energy that must be every single day. And the classes end like every other day. Way too late. Literally 17 hours. There are many kinds of students, ones that go to clubs, ones that hurry home, and ones that stay in the classroom for no reason. It looks like I won't be in any of those categories. You're literally in the classroom, though. Sorry, Emiya, about the rest of the repairs. Do you have time today? Nope. We don't have any time because we've been spending all of it in school. Well, I do have plans, but... Hold on, wait. The curfew. We can't stay because of the curfew. It's not like I'm just playing around. After all, the main reason I quit the archery club is because I wanted to prioritize work. It's already been 5 years since Father died, and I decided to start working to pay my living expenses. If you work a lot, there are some jobs you just can't refuse. Today's an example. They're restocking inventory of work, and they asked me to come if I can, as any help is appreciated. But it's certainly not something I have to go to. They're probably just having people come in because they want to party after work. There are two options. I'll go and help out the student council, or I'll go to work. Here's why it's easy. Okay. It's not virtuous to pick up after people who are just going to laze and that are capable of doing the work, but they don't want to do it themselves. That's not a virtuous trait. And while we do have a curfew problem with the student council, possibly, if we were to stay after, I'd much rather go against that than just let a bunch of bums laze around because I'm putting in a bunch of hard work. That's not how it should work. It's optional work. It's not mandatory. It's not my regular schedule. I'm going to help the student council. It's something I've started. I should finish the job I began this morning. You're gaining points, Shirou. I'll change my plans. We're finishing the job from this morning, right? Let's finish the repairs before the exams start. Thank you. Let's go and look at the patient in the art club then. Alright. Oh, and clear the people out of the room, will you? I can't concentrate with people watching me. Of course, I won't let them get in your way. Issei quickly walks to the hallway, and I follow him out of the classroom in a hurry. The sun has already set when we leave the school building. The school gates are already closed. Are they? Gates open, everyone! If you want to come in and rob us, or if you want to sleep inside the school, you sure can. Also, this music! This music! Hold on! I'm liking this. Really nice. It's 7 o'clock and way past curfew, but thanks to Issei, we're not in trouble. There we go, Issei, coming in clutch with that student council stuff. You're gaining points, Issei. 700. You helped me a lot today. I'll certainly make up for it, so tell me if you need anything. Yeah, I'll let you know if something comes up. I don't think anything will, though. I didn't help him to get something in return, so there's nothing I want from Issei. Shirou, you keep impressing me. You're gaining points. 800 more. I guess it is a problem to be too good a person. It's helpful to have you around, but I can't stand it when other people use you to their liking. Helping others is a good thing, but you should be more picky with who you help. You just help anyone who comes to ask you. Hey, plus 1,000 to Issei again. He's looking out for Shirou with what I just said earlier. You don't just help anyone. Like the bums at work. Am I that indiscriminate? Yes, and that's just going to let heartless idiots use you as they wish. You're a busy man, so it should be okay for you to decline from time to time. He's so right. Let's go, Issei. I can't really tell, but it seems like Issei's worried about me. I've been called helpful since I was in middle school, as I don't turn down requests for help and don't ask for anything in return. I guess Issei thinks that's dangerous. But I'm doing it because I want to, and it's not a problem as I decline things that I think are beyond me. It's nothing for you to worry about, Issei. I know myself better than anyone. Besides, helping people is a good thing. It's not something a son of a owner of a temple should be trying to stop. No, Issei's right. Shirou is trying to make a false philosophical dilemma. A false dichotomy where it's either always good to help people or it's always bad, no matter what. So he's going to the logical conclusion of that, but it's not always good to help people in every single thing. So Issei, you're right. I'm gonna have to give him another minus 50 points. Shirou, that is. But I think you're going so far that it might eventually overwhelm you. I'll take your warning. See you tomorrow then. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Issei leaves, looking discontented. Issei's house, Ryudo Temple, is up in the mountains, so naturally, our routes home go in different directions. I walk through the moonlit town. I do not like this sound. I do not like this ambient sound. Listen. Are we in a horror game? The time is around 7:30. There should be people around at this time, but there's no sign of anyone. Oh yeah. There was some crime here in Miyama City a few days ago. That's really not good. What kind of crime? A burglar murdered someone, I think. Are you kidding me? Shirou, get home right now. That must be why there's no one around and why the school curfew became 6 o'clock. You don't say! Gas leaks and murder, huh? It's been getting dangerous lately. No wonder there are fewer people walking around at night. It's getting too dangerous to let Sakura go home on her own. Sakura's house is in the residential area on the other side of town. Starting tonight, I should walk her home. Huh? For a moment, I can't believe my eyes. There is someone on the road, which I thought was empty. The person is standing above me as if looking down at me. Get out? Go away? Illya. Illya. Hi. You're very cute, but for half a second, you were very scary. Don't do that again. I like that outfit though. Where'd you get it? I thought the winters weren't cold here, but I guess she's fine in that. Ugh. Without realizing it, I hold my breath. I was holding my breath! The silver-haired girl smiles and descends the hill without a sound. As she passes...
You'll die if you don't summon it soon, Oni-chan.
First off, wait. How do you know that Shirou is your brother? That's what Oni-chan means, right? Also, doesn't Oni mean demon? So I'm kind of confused. But anyway, second, you're very cute, Illya. Very cute derpy face you got there. That 3 you got going on, I like it. Third off, how'd you get here? She says something strange. Really? Threatening me to die? I go up the hill and reach my house. Finally. As the lights are on, Sakura and Fujine must be home already. Dude, I need a hug. Shirou needs a hug, I mean. He needs a hug! I smell dinner the moment I enter the living room. At the table are Sakura and Fujine in the middle of dinner. It seems the main dish tonight is chicken and cream, and Fujine, who loves white sauce, is in a good mood.
Welcome home, Senpai. We're sorry for starting without you.
Sorry I'm late. I wish I could have come home earlier.
No, you made it. Could you wait a bit? I'll get your dinner ready right away.
Sakura, Shirou needs a hug, dude. Yeah, alright. I'll go and wash my hands, so make sure Fujine doesn't eat my food.
Yes, I will.
I'm so glad we're home. I return to my room. It's a fairly empty room compared to the shed, but since I don't have any hobbies, I think it's quite decorated. Really? Really, Shirou? There's nothing here except for a desk drawer. Most of them are random things Fujine has left here, though. I don't see anything. They're invisible! I wash my hands, change, and return to the living room to find my dinner ready. Itadakimasu!
I hope it is to your liking.
Sakura is terribly modest. Her cooking skills have vastly improved in the past year. She has me completely beaten at Western-style foods, and I can barely beat her at Japanese food. Neither of us have touched Chinese. I'm pleased my pupil is getting better, but it's kind of depressing when the teacher is defeated by the student. No, that's one of the most pleasurable moments of being a teacher. My opinion. It's as good as I expected. Chicken becomes harder the longer you cook it, so it's juicier and tastier if you roast it before cooking it, even though it's tedious. That's done perfectly here. It's a master skill forever beyond the clumsy Fujine.
How is it, Senpai? I think I did quite well today.
It's perfect. The sauce is great too. I guess you have me completely beat when it comes to Western food.
Yeah, mini food is much better since Sakura-chan started cooking.
With that, Fujine, who had been preoccupied with her food, lifts up her head. Better not be something childish again, or I'll kick her right out.
Oh, Shirou, a student mustn't come home this late.
Ugh. It seems she's in a bad mood now that she's seen my face, even though she was happy because of dinner.
Ugh, I bet you were helping someone again. That's good, but at least come home early at times like this. I even told you it was dangerous in homeroom. I said it for your sake, you know.
Can't you tell me that at home instead of in homeroom?
You wouldn't listen if I told you here. It's more effective if I tell you at school. Sensei, I think that's abusing your authority. You shouldn't mix work and private life. No, it's not enough for Shirou unless I go that far. He's always on the losing side because he's the one helping everyone else. You should at least come straight home and relax sometimes, that idiot.
Hey, what do you mean by idiot? I'm not on the losing side if I help someone and they're helped by it. We're gonna have to fix that mentality of his.
I wonder if you got that from Kiritsugu-san. I worry because you're like that.
I don't exactly know how she's worried, as she's energetically munching down her dinner. Well, Kiritsugu didn't just help anyone, so that's completely wrong.
Fujimura-sensei, from what you said, has Senpai been like this since he was small?
So Kiritsugu is sort of contradictory in that he wanted peace on the earth. He basically wanted to override mankind's inclinations from the fall. But Shirou's is clearly different. He just doesn't get this.
Yup, he's always been like that. He's the type that goes to help people in trouble. But he's not meddlesome, he's just a bit precocious.
Fujine laughs dangerously. Fujine, I'll get mad if you say too much. You too, Sakura, don't ask such boring questions. I glare at them. Fujine clicks her tongue and backs down, but...
Fujimura-sensei, please continue.
Sakura is taking the lesson seriously.
Then I shall. See, Shirou is a person who can't ignore someone in trouble. It's like helping the weak and defeating the strong. In the essay he wrote as a child, he said, "My dream is to become a superhero."
She's talking about things from so long ago. But it's all true, so I don't interrupt. Anyways, becoming a superhero is a goal I must not stray from even now.
Wow, Senpai was a real kid.
As was everyone else, at some point. Muppet face. I bet you don't even know what those childhood innocent imaginations are like. You don't know what it's like to be a princess, unless it's bugs.
Yeah, he was some kid. He would go and help girls being picked on by much older kids, and he'd do the chores around the house because Kiritsugu-san wouldn't. He was so cute and innocent back then, so why did he grow up so crooked?
Probably because of you. Kids think a lot when they see bad adults. Learn to make your own dinner before you say anything like that. Let's go.
What?
Fujine crumbles. Shut up. Shut up. You gotta learn how to make your own food if you're gonna talk trash to me. Come on. I thought she might drop her head and repent, but...
Ani-chan is sad. Sakura-chan, can I have another bowl?
Fujine asks for her third bowl. It's a bit much. I bet the food's not even split evenly. Relaxing after dinner, it's almost 9 o'clock. Well, what shall I do? There's some time before my evening training. I'll take Sakura home, I'll play with Fujine, or I'll rest. Anyone who's picking the second option, you're weird. I'm taking Sakura home. I'm not letting her go alone in that ambience with the murderer on the loose. No way. I haven't thanked Sakura for dinner yet, so I'll go and talk to her. Yeah, it's getting late, so I should walk her home too. I should probably be saving, shouldn't I? Sakura is in the living room, getting ready to go home, having finished the cleaning.
Huh? Were you taking a bath, Senpai?
No, I'll take it later. I'll take you home first.
Take me home?
Yeah, it's getting dangerous outside lately, so I'm going to walk you home. Your house is far away. Let me at least do this since you're coming here. Sakura falls into an awkward silence. Did I say something bad?
I'm sorry. I appreciate your concern, but you should stay here. I'm used to going home, so I should be fine by myself.
Not tonight. Not lately. Do you want to get murdered by Illya? She's roaming around there. You don't even know who she is. You won't care. Well, that might be true, but it's getting dangerous these days, so I'll walk you home for a bit.
But, if Nissan burp burp sees you, he'll be in trouble too.
Oh. That's right. Sakura's brother, Shinji, doesn't approve of Sakura coming to my place. Sakura. Shinji does not control you. In fact, tell Nissan to go drive off a cliff. He can't object too strongly because she says she's going to Fujine's house, but it could be a problem if I take her home. I don't care about getting falsely accused myself, but it's not good if Shinji takes it out on Sakura. Takes it out on? But I can walk you part of the way, right? We shouldn't run into Shinji between here and the intersection. Sakura is silent. Considering Sakura, she must not be able to lie to Shinji if I take her home even part of the way. Oh, then...
Shall I walk you home?
Come on! A tiger-striped English teacher appears. No! 2 women going out alone at night is not the solution. It's getting the lamb out after the lion. When I say it's dangerous for a girl to be out at night, adding another is just... completely idiotic. No. It's a mistake to call Fujine a girl. What? No. What? For starters, she doesn't head the archery club for nothing. Her 5th Dan kendo skills are dangerous in many ways. I guess Fujine will be fine. You should be able to fight off any molester. What about a servant? What about a psychopath? How about that?
Right, so there's no problem with me taking her home. Is that okay, Sakura-chan? Yes, if that's alright with you, Fujimori-sensei. It's decided. Let's go then. I was thinking I should head home too.
Fujine starts to walk off, taking Sakura's hand. Oh, hang on, Sakura.
What is it, Senpai?
Dinner was good. Thanks for everything. Stop making that face. You look like you were made in the Wii Me creator. But they didn't do a good job.
Yes, I'll do my best again next time if you don't mind, Senpai.
Saying so with a big smile, Sakura leaves the living room. I know I'm blushing. It's troublesome as Sakura surprises me a lot these days. Time flies. She was just a junior before. Now she's a female junior to me. She wasn't a female before. This game's funny sometimes. How pitiful of me. Sakura is like family to me, so I can't accept this change. You can't? Well, I can! Let her come over to my house for breakfast and dinner every single day. Basically my girlfriend. Oh, then you'll accept it. And so the day ends. just before midnight, Shirou Emiya must carry out his daily routine of using magic. I stretch out and adjust my breathing. I try to empty my mind. I ignore everything around me and pay attention only to what is inside me. Trace, on! As if to hypnotize myself, I murmur the spell I'm long accustomed to. No, I really am hypnotizing myself. As I have no magic crest and no knowledge of magic, a spell is only a change to myself. Normally, there are no lines in a human body to allow the passage of magical energy. To artificially change my body to create such a line, I need enough concentration to unify my whole body and every nerve within it. Magic is a battle with yourself. For instance, at this very moment, I am inserting a burning steel rod into my backbone. You might want to get that checked. It sounds horrible. This metal rod is the only magic circuit I can prepare for myself. When I insert it this deep into my body and connect it to the other nerves, I can finally become a magus. This is not a metaphor. In reality, something like a burning tongue which cannot be seen or felt is being inserted into my backbone. Sure sounds like a metaphor to me. I am a sorcerer. What? No, you're not. You're not one of the 5 sorcerers in the entire world. Kiritsugu Emiya, the man who said so, was really a magus. Oh. You're saying Kiritsugu said that? Okay. A living magus who performed many marvels and had touched the very structure of the world. As a young child, I admired him and asked him to teach me magic. But you cannot become a magus just through effort. It requires born talent and appropriate knowledge. And of course, I have no talent, and Kiritsugu taught me nothing of magic. He said something about me having no need of such knowledge. I still don't know what he meant by that. He meant he wanted you to not get in danger with it, and I understand him. But still, it didn't matter to me back then. I thought that if I could use magic, I could be like him. But I was not born with talent, no strength of a magic circuit, no accumulated works of magic handed down for generations. The work of magic Kiritsugu possessed, the magic crest passed down the Emiya family, can only be passed on to a blood relation. That sucks. Who made that stupid rule? The magic crest forces a rejection on those with no blood relation. So, as an adopted son, I could not receive the Emiya family magic crest. No more time alter. Double accelerate! Well, anyways. As I don't even know what a magic crest is, it doesn't matter if I have one or not. So now, all it comes down to is training what I can do. If I want to be a magus, I have to learn magic fit to my nature. To be blunt, magic is a way to release one's magical energy. You could say that magical energy is my life force. It is divided into 2 forms, a large source, mana, floating around the world, and a small source, ode, created inside oneself. It goes without saying that the large source is superior to the small one. The power of mana is on a completely different level from ode. Whatever the form of the magic, a spell using the large source far exceeds one using only one's own power. That is why superior magi excel at drawing magical energy from the world. It's like a filter. A magus turns his body into a filter, sucks up the mana from the world around him, and changes it into something he can use. This filter is what we call a magic circuit. This is the talent one is born with, and the number of the magic circuits within you is determined the moment you were born. Normally, human beings do not have many magic circuits. To begin with, there are always very few. That is why magi pile them up generation after generation, making their children more suitable to use magic. Well, that's why Kenneth was so mad at Waver for that. He was rejecting that notion, but it's true. I hear some families go too far and increase the number of magic circuits by selective breeding. Well, Since I was raised in a normal family, I don't have many magic circuits. So that leaves only one method open to me. According to Kiritsugu, every person has at least one form of magic they are fit for. He said something about drawing out magical energy appropriate to their origin, but I didn't really understand. Origin bullets? Origin rounds? Does Shirou have that? Something like it. All I know for sure is that even I have some magic I can use, and if I train that magic, I may be able to become like Kiritsugu. That is why I learned only that magic. That was 8 years ago. After a lot of thought, Kiritsugu finally accepted me as his student. Listen, Shirou, to learn magic is to stray away from common sense. You die when you die, and you kill when you must. Our essence is not in life, but in death. Magic is only a way to destroy yourself. Facts! Kiritsugu plus 1,000. Teaching your son right. I guess I had no fear as a child. Kiritsugu smiled bitterly, putting his hand on the nodding Shirou Emiya. What I will teach you will bring you conflicts. That is why you must not use it in front of people, and you must not cease your practice, even though it is difficult to learn. Well, I don't really care if you break that one. The most important thing is that magic is something you use not for yourself, but for others. If you do that, you may become a magic user, but you will not become a magus. I guess Kiritsugu didn't want me to become a magus. That's right. You're gaining points, Kiritsugu, even after you're dead. I don't care about that. Well, maybe you should, Shirou. I don't admire a magus. I admire Kiritsugu. If I can become like Kiritsugu and be there for someone like on that red day, that will be... I'm thinking needlessly. I feel the iron rod in my backbone slide into place. If I lose control of my breathing now, it would be a fatal mistake. The artificial magic circuit will eat away my body and destroy it. If that happens, I'll die. I would be only an amateur, failing such an elementary step. I grind my teeth and resume the connection. After a battle like walking on needles, the iron rod finally arrives deep within me and fuses with my body. This process took me about an hour. I mean, no wonder why Shirou has such mental fortitude and calmness. Look at his training. Plus 500 points. After that much time, I'm finally able to make one artificial circuit. One circuit that produces magical energy. Basic structure, analyze. After that, it becomes a process of naturally flowing magical energy. Shirou Emiya is no magus. He is only a magic user who can create magical energy within his body and channel it into objects. What would you call that? So there's only one magic possible, which is... composition analyze. Strengthening objects. It is a magic of strengthening that reinforces the object's abilities by understanding the object's structure and channeling magical energy into it. Basic structure, alter. Did he only fix a heater using this? I thought he actually used tools. Before me is a metal pipe. I will channel magical energy into it, perform the simplest magic, and reinforce its durability. Basically, channeling your magical energy into something other than yourself is like pouring poison into that object. It is just as the blood of Shirou Emiya is not the blood of the metal pipe. Pumping different blood only accelerates its breakdown. It certainly wouldn't strengthen it. Well, metal pipes don't have blood, so I think you're good. To prevent that, and to turn the poison into a tonic, one must completely understand the structure of the target and channel the magical energy into small open spaces. Composition, reinforce! It must be easy for a skilled magus, but for me, who cannot even create sufficient magical energy, it's as hard as hitting a target hundreds of meters away. The usual target in archery is 28 meters away. Shirou, don't stop thinking about archery, that's fine, but don't go back to that archery club, I swear.